Okay, hello and welcome to your strength and balance class. So we've been missing you guys in the clinic here, but just thought we'd give you a class that you can do at home, similar to some of the circuit stuff that we did here at Peak Physio. So the key thing I'd like you to do is to go and get yourself a couple of cans from the cupboard or a couple of bottles of water, and make sure that you're positioning yourself near something that you can hold on to, whether it's kitchen counter, sideboard, or a wall is probably the best thing. And then also just make sure you've got yourself a chair to work with as well. So we're gonna start off today, and you're just gonna start with a little bit of marching on the spot. So you just wanna try and get your heart rate up. So just nice, lifting those knees up, just bringing them up as high as you can, and getting the arms swinging as well. So just thinking about breathing in and out through your nose as you do that. So we're just gonna get that mobility going. Nice big movements. Try and get the knees up a little bit higher, and just keeping that mobility going. So just gonna keep going with that marching. You might wanna put yourself some music on in the background, whatever helps. And just gonna get you a little bit further with this. Couple more steps. Perfect. And then you're going to just take your arms, you're going to do a nice big circle, big breath in, arms overhead, and then a nice circle back down. Start again, big breath in, lifting the arms overhead, breathing out as you come back down. Big breath in, all the way up, coming back down, big breath in, swinging those arms, getting nice bit of movement happening, coming back down, and again, big breath in and coming back down. Okay, so now we're going to get you doing a bit of lunging. So you're going to still face forward towards the camera, but just to show, you're going to take your right foot forward, going to bend the back knee, and then stepping back. So right foot forward again. If you need the wall or your surface to pop your fingers on to do this, for a bit of balance, just do that. The key thing here is that we're not losing our balance. So step forward, coming back, stepping forward, drop that back knee, coming back. Stepping forward, drop the knee, come back to the start, and once more, stepping forward, drop the back knee, and then coming back. And then you're gonna go other leg, same thing, drop the back knee, step back, step forward, drop the back knee, and step back. And just make sure that your feet are staying hip distance apart, because that's going to help you for your balance. Stepping forward, drop the back knee, coming back, stepping forward, drop the back knee, and then coming back. And then just going to make sure that you've got your fingertips close to where you are, and you're just going to come up onto your toes and then come back down. Coming up on your toes, back down, up on your toes, back down. Up on the toes, back down, pushing up on the toes, back down. Up on your toes, back down, up on your toes, back down. Got two more, up on your toes, back down, up on your toes, and back down. Then you're going to make sure that your feet are hip distance apart, so you want to align them in that position, and you're going to send your sitting bones back and come into a squat. So I want you to visualize sending those sit bones back, coming up. And you want to keep your trunk nice and straight. Send the sit bones back, come up. Send the sit bones back, coming back up. And again, send the sit bones back, come back up. Send the sit bones back, come back up. So I'm keeping my neck nice and aligned as well, keeping the back of my neck nice and long as I do that. So coming back, and again, squatting back and coming back to the start. Okay, making sure that you are beside the surface for a bit of support. You're going to have a go at stepping your right foot in front of your left foot. Use your fingertips as you need to, so just be sensible about your balance. And you're just going to see, can you stand there? If you're comfortable, remove your fingers. If you feel you're a bit wobbly, then keep the fingertips there, but you're just having the right foot in front of the left. And we're just going to balance for a moment. Keep your breath working in. Nice count of 2 on your breath in, count of 3 on your breath out. So you just, nice breath, breathing out, and just maintaining that position. And then you're going to change that over So left foot in front of right, and you're just gonna try and maintain your balance there. So if you can, hands free, just trying to monitor that balance and just working in that position. Again, use your fingertips if you need to. So it's all about just challenging within what you're comfortable with and staying nice and safe. Perfect. Okay, and then you're gonna come back with your feet underneath you, and we're gonna do, again, use your fingertips on the surface, so you can either face towards the surface, so if you're using a wall, just having your fingers there, or fingertips on the surface, and you're gonna just ground your right foot and float your left foot off. And you're just gonna try and balance there. Again, light fingertips. If you're comfortable, you can take your hands away, but again, you just wanna be in a nice safe environment where you've got something to hold on to. So we're going to maintain that balance there, keeping the foot grounded, flicking the other ankle behind you. Think nice and tall with your posture, stacking your rib cage over your pelvis, and that all important breathing. So just breathing down, nice count of 2 on your breath in, 3 on your breath out, and then we're going to change legs. So left foot underneath, lifting that right leg back, fingertips on the surface to try and help you. A nice count of 2 on your breath in and 3 on the breath out. If you're comfortable taking the hands away, so you're just challenging a little bit more with that single leg balance. And again, just monitoring that posture, trying not to tip your trunk, but keep upright in that position. We've got another couple of breaths here, so just nice count of 2 on your breath in, count of 3 on your breath out, 2 on your breath in, 3 on your breath out. Excellent. And then just bringing that foot back to the floor, and you're gonna get hold of your chair. So you're gonna have a sit into the chair to begin with, and we're gonna work on your sitting to standing. So making sure that your knees are pressing out, and you can use your hands on the chair, or you can try and avoid using your hands or reach them out in front. And you're just gonna press wide with your knees, and you're gonna have a stand up, and then reaching your sit bones out to come back down. So coming up, and then reaching the sit bones to come back down. And again, if you need to use your hands, you push, lean your trunk forward, coming up into standing, reaching back with your hands and coming back down. Key thing is not letting those knees drop in. So we're gonna come forward, up nice and tall, send the sit bones back down, sitting back down. And again, coming forward, up we go. Send those sit bones back down, and the key thing, we want to make sure that we're controlling that descent. So don't let yourself flop into the chair, but control, 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 nice gentle landing. Coming up, coming back down, and again, coming up, and coming back down. We've got 3 more. So you're going to come up, come back down, coming up, and coming back down. Last one, coming up, and coming back down. Okay, making sure that you're sitting on your sit bones in the chair. We're gonna work your legs here. So you're gonna take your right toes, draw the toes up towards your head, and you're gonna extend the leg out in front of you, and then coming back down. So you're holding it out for a count of 2, come back down, holding out for a count of 2, come back down. Now try not to let yourself fall into the chair. Make sure you're nice and upright on those sit bones. Extend the leg out, come back down. Extending the leg out, come back down. And just making sure you do draw your toes up. It just engages that kneecap a little bit better as you do that. Still on the same leg, extend out, come back down. We've got 2 more, extend out, come back down. Last one, extend out, come back down. And then we're going to flip to the other leg. So you extend out, come back down. Draw the toes up, extend out, hold for 2, and back down. And again, holding up, come back down. And again, extend out, come back down. Again, extend out, come back down. And extend out, come back down. And last one, extend out, come back down. Okay, so now this is where you're going to get hold of your cans from the cupboard. we're gonna do a little bit of work with your shoulders. So making sure you're sitting on your sit bones, collarbone is nice and wide, shoulders are in a good position, and having your chin gently tucked in so you've got good posture there. And you're gonna turn your fingers down towards the floor, and lifting the hands up, you're gonna lift up to 90 degrees, come back down. Lifting up, straight in front, come back down, lifting up, and come back down. Now you can do this in standing as well, but the sitting just gives you a little bit of a break from some of the standing stuff we've been doing already. Lifting up, come back down. Lifting up, come back down. Lifting up, come back down. Check those shoulders again, lifting up, come back down. And we don't want to see this, we want to see a nice long neck, lifting up, come back down. You've got 2 more. Lift up, come back down, lifting up, and come back down. Lovely. Then you're going to turn your fingers so that your knuckles are facing down towards the floor. You have your elbows into your side, and you're going to curl up to your shoulders, and then you're just going to lengthen the arms away. Curling up, lengthen away. And a nice slow lengthen away. So you curl up, a nice lower down so that we're working that long muscle, the biceps at the front of the arms. Curling up, coming down. Curling up, coming down. Curling up, coming down. Don't forget to breathe. Curling up and coming back down. And you've got 2 more. Curling up, coming back down. Curling up and coming back down. Lovely. And then last, with your shoulders, you're going to have your knuckles and fingers facing towards the center, knuckles facing out to the side, elbows tucked into your side, and you're just going to rotate out and then come back in. So it's like you're drawing your shoulder blades together. Let your collarbone be a little bit wider, coming out, coming back in, coming out and back in. And we're just getting this nice rotation through that ball and socket of your shoulder. Going out, coming back in, going out, coming back in. And again, out, back in, and again, out and back in. Got 2 more, coming out, back in, and again, out and back in. Perfect. Okay, so you're gonna pop those to the side, and then we're gonna get you up into standing again, and we're gonna work a little bit of your movement with your legs. Now again, I want you to use the wall in front of you, or you can have your surface in front of you. But what we're gonna do is you're gonna balance your weight onto your left leg, and you're gonna open your right leg out to the side. Now, what you don't want is that you're tilting your trunk that way. You want to keep your trunk over, fingertips on the wall, and you're going to lift out and then come back in. Lifting out, come back in, lifting out, come back in, lifting out, come back in, lifting out, come back in. And then grounding your right foot, lift the left leg out to the side, come back in. Lifting out, come back in. Lifting out, come back in. And make sure you are using your fingertips on the wall for a bit of support here. Coming out, or on the kitchen counter or surface, whichever you're using. So don't want you to try and do this without using your hands. It's just light fingertips, which is giving you a bit of balance while you focus on the muscle. So again, lift out, back in, lift out, back in. 1 more, lift out, back in. And then the final exercise, again, hands on the wall, keeping your trunk up nice and straight. And you're gonna extend your leg back behind you and then coming forward. So it's a very small movement. What we don't want is that you're arching from your back or leaning forward. It's just extend that hip back, come forward, extend the hip back, come forward. And again, I'm definitely using a surface here to give me a bit of balance. So you're lifting out, come back, lifting out, come back. You've got 2 more on this leg, lift out and back, lift out and back. And then switching to the other leg, you're going to extend back, come forward. Extend back, come forward, extend back, come forward, extend back and forward. 2 more, extend back, forward, extend back and forward. Perfect. Okay, back into the center again. You're just gonna march on the spot again. Nice big arms all the way up. Just get that breathing going again. So big arms up, all the way up, coming back. Big breath in, lift the arms all the way up to the ceiling, coming back to the start, and again, lifting up and back to the start. Nice shoulder roll. Just get those shoulders moving, rolling up, shrug them up towards your shoulders, letting them roll. Coming all the way up, rolling back, all the way up and rolling back. And then to finish off with, you're going to do a little bit of a stretch of your calf muscle. You're going to have one foot in front of the other. Back knee is very straight. Both feet facing parallel and forward. And then you just gently bend your front knee and keep your trunk upright. So we should feel a stretch in the back of the left leg, if your left leg's behind. Knee is straight, and then just gently bending the other knee forward. And just let your breathing come back to normal. Nice. Count 2 on your breath in, count 3 on your breath out. We're just going to hold that just for another couple of breaths. Just let your heart rate come back down. And then very gently going to change legs. Now you can, again, if you need to, use the wall here. Back leg is straight, front knee bends, and then you're just nice and upright with your trunk. Chin tucked in, not straining your back or your neck. And again, if you need a bit of balance, I would use the wall in front of you here for this. And just a couple more breaths in this position. And just letting that little bit of length in that back leg. So you're grounding that heel towards the floor in the back, and that should intensify the stretch on that leg. Excellent. Okay, so that should do you for today. Just a little bit of a change up for upper limb, lower limb, little bit of balance work. Key note is make sure you are near a surface. We just want to try and work on your strength and balance, but nice and safely as well. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it, and hope to see you guys very soon. Okay, take care, bye.